You've been watching the anime? Hello everyone, so we're doing another dream with Munii. It's only me today. Bard is tired. He had a long day. So he will be in chat, but he'll be in our hearts as well. But yeah, happy Kita-san Black Pull Day, everybody. I hope you get your Kita-sans rather. And I did get my pull. I got on my first pull of the day. My first pull, and I got the Kita-san Black. Now, am I gonna get it fully unlocked? Probably not. Apparently, you can hold off on it because there are ways to, what's the word I'm looking for? There's ways to what was it called? There's ways to work around it, in theory. So, it might be helpful for people who want to get Kita-san Black in the future. It's important to pull for it now, unless you're patient enough to wait. You have 2 weeks to pull for it. But if you don't manage to get it, there are plenty of people who are very kind to share their fully uncapped Kita-san Black. It's not hard at all to find someone who is gracious enough to share that. I saw quite a few posts about people like going like, "Hey, if you want Kita-san Black, it's available." So do not worry for all those Kita-san people who cannot get the Kita-san Black. I know I'm going to be raising mine slowly. Eventually, I've just friended someone who already has it all done. I tried pulling for them. I got 50, did not get any of them. I'm not sure if I'll pull into the pity. Probably not. I'm not going to pull into the pity. I don't think I can afford. I don't even think I can afford it into the pity either. But I'm happy that you got McQueen. I'm not sure if I really want one of them 100%. I'll think about it the more I play. But I need to finish this raising of this horse right now. Cause I didn't get around to it, but I did level up some of the horses I did have. I did pull during those 5 pulls. I leveled up everyone's favorite girl, Haru Urara. But yeah, otherwise, how's everyone today? Other than trying to pull for Kita-san Black, have you been enjoying the game? Is the game you can't pick up? It's not picking up the audio at all. Where is it here? Is this it? Let me do the options to test that, if that is it. Yes, that is. Okay. Sorry, I just had to look at what this was. Now we have some music, because it probably was awkward that there was no music in the background. Okay. So let's see about that. It's just bunny around for 5 minutes. Tried to brush her out. Trying to brush her because she had the tufts for sticking out her booty from shedding. My dogs actually hate it whenever I brush them, but mostly because I'm a very aggressive of a brusher. I have like my dogs. Well, Soju tries to bite me. That's how much he hates getting brushed. But it's such a necessary evil, right? Because, like, the knots. You gotta get rid of the knots. And, like, Coffee being along for a dog also is full of it. Yeah, like, today was a busy day today. Not gonna lie, so many family events and like all that stuff. It's been really tough because like I've been balancing like new work stuff and but like new work stuff has been really fun at the same time because I'm learning a lot of stuff. I didn't expect. I don't know what I was expecting. Working at my job for the Bosch man. But yeah, like I'm learning so much about V-Fleet and the community and stuff like that, so it's been really fun and so welcoming. So I'm really appreciative of the opportunity I was given with them. I just want to say that I apologize if I'm kind of like not super what's the word I'm looking for? Like I don't want to say attentive, but like if people are like, oh wow, Munii's like spamming a lot of V-Fleet stuff lately on Twitter, it's mostly because of that. Like I really want to show my support for the company because I'm really just appreciative of them taking me on as a tech producer. You know, I'm just really excited to be part of the team. Yeah. I had to cover her in a blanket and pick her up just to use my hand to grab the tufts. She was angry at me for a while and lunged at me when I tried to give her treats. Yeah, like my dogs, you don't really fall for the trick with the treats anymore. They're kind of like they're kind of weary with me when it comes to anything. What's the word I'm looking for? When it comes to me approaching them with any kind of brush. They don't trust me with the brush anymore. Like Coffee and Soju, they kind of I don't know how to phrase it. Like they kind of like, I think Coffee kind of got used to it a little bit. He's kind of like passive aggressively kind of just like letting me do what I need to do. Soju on the other hand, he hates it. Like Soju, if he could fight me, he would fight me, but he's just like, he will like fling his head, kind of type of dog, right? And you're kind of like, don't bite me, but I'm like, no, I must brush, I must brush. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, I've been playing a lot of Unosusume, like as I've been saying. And you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I have not been sleeping well, not because of Unosusume. Unosusume has been so much fun, and I've been trying to like find time to play it. But like, part of me is like tired half of the time because I'm not getting enough sleep, and it's not because of Unosusume. It's not because of my dogs. It's not because of Bard. It's because it's way too hot out, and that's all I'm thinking about. My brain is everywhere, and it's mostly that it's just too dang hot outside. I'm not meant for heat. I'm very much a polar bear. And so right now I'm suffering actually because my room gets really hot thanks to my computer. I mean, Bart has tried. He has tried to make my computer have really good airflow, but because my room is so small, at least that I work in, it builds up heat quite fast. So I'm kind of like stuck in a sauna of a room. And I can't wait to move because the place I move has like AC built into the place. Where I'm staying right now, it does not. So I've been kind of like sweating buckets at night because I'm just like, God, it's way too hot. Internally dying. What a kunai. It's the sobs. I don't know, like, why was I not built for the heat? I kind of wish I was, like, I don't know, like, are people, like, in this chat, like, summer people? Because I am not. I don't know how people survive the summer. Like, when I went to Japan last year, like, I'm very much the type of person who's just like, let me die in the... I think, like, I was, like, I'm very much the person who's just like, I will go to my room and just like blast the AC. I am the type of person who sleeps with the AC on, and for some people they're like, whoa Munii, that's so dangerous because what if it sucks all the air out of the room? You know, like fan death or something. I am prepared to die. I need AC on. Yeah, give me cold weather. Yes, I am like, because at least with cold weather, you can like wrap yourself up in a blanket and be so comfy and cozy. But like with summer, what can I do? I can't rip my skin off. That's not proper. I mean, like, that's not that kind of content you guys signed up for, I'm assuming. I don't know. It's easier to deal with cold weather than it's hot weather. Exactly. And then it doesn't help when I'm always working on the computer, because, like, you know, computers always build up a lot of heat, so it gets tricky after a while, because you're just like, oh god, I gotta, like, sit here and, like, just deal. Why? You can only play so much later if you want to. You can only take off so much. Yeah, exactly. And I don't really have an AC because, like, Maple Land, at least my part of Maple Land, we are not built. It's an older house, and it's not like I don't have like built-in AC. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have like that kind of like cooling system because it's not really an important component of Maple Land houses. We're built to contain the heat. So that's why a lot of people get very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Heat exhausted. We actually had an AC shortage 1 year where I live because there was like, because of what was going on at my side. Luckily, my family had a lot of AC, like, not AC, but a lot of, like, fans. However, my room has so much stuff in it, there's barely any room to put a fan in. I have a very small mini one that, like, Bart and I share. It's not the best at the moment, but we're making it work, and it's not that... Bart can't sleep through anything, I swear, actually, now that I think about it. Like, and I'm kind of jealous, to be honest, because sometimes I'm like sweating buckets, I turn to Bart's like snoring, and I'm like, oh god, why can't that be me? Why can't I also, enjoy the coolness, well, maybe not coolness, but like, why can't I sleep pleasantly in the summer, and I am built to suffer in this heat. Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe it's part of being a Maple Lander, like, you know, we just aren't built like that. We aren't built like like, people who can handle. I don't know. Bard also cannot handle. He's the type who like, he looks like whenever he gets really hot and sweaty, he looks like he jumped in a pool. He sweats a lot. So like I don't know how he's able to sleep. Maybe it's because he sweats a lot. So like, you know, the cool, refreshing sweat is picked up by the fan, and he feels cool in the night, and then meanwhile I'm left to suffer. I do sweat, like, don't get me wrong, obviously, but like, I don't know, man. Like, apparently I don't sweat enough. It's not very cool nor refreshing. It's very sticky, isn't it? You're sticky and stinky. Hi, Bard. No! In career, her stats weren't very good to begin with. I kinda didn't have very high hopes for King Halo. Like, I kinda just wanted her run to be done and over with. Cause sometimes you can tell very early, like, the run isn't gonna go very well. So you're kind of like, eh. Yeah, sticky and stinky. Bard is such a good sport, you guys. Like, my Mama Munii has been actually really relentless with how much she bullies Bard. Bard gets bullied by Mama Munii like every day, actually. Because I think it's because Bard is such a good sport. Like, we like to tease him a lot because of how much of a good sport he is. Much to his dismay, I guess you could say. But like, we'll always be like, oh, Bard this, or oh, Bard that, and Bard's always like, okay. Oh, Bard, if only you didn't, you weren't, so easy to bully. I don't know, maybe it's because like Bard has a very friendly demeanor. You know, like, you know how like people just have like that kind of like, oh, I can bully this person easily energy? That's Bard. Or like, I just like bullying this person. I mean, we do it lovingly at the end of the day, but still. It's the life of a cappy. I don't think capybaras usually get bullied, though. It's so fun to with it, Bard. Yeah. Bard, where's our puppy? I don't think he thought about the direction of the stream based on that, right? Have you not seen the pelican trying to eat the cappy? Is that Bard? Is Bard the cappy who's getting eaten by a pelican? Am I the pelican? Is that the true feather Sona? They get bullied, they just don't care. Yeah. Oh, I think it's like, it helps that like Bard is just very easygoing, because like out of all the people I've met, like Bard doesn't like take things to heart. But I'm not sure if it's because like he kind of like God dang it, nothing is winning. Only one team won. Okay. Part of me wonders if like Bard is just if he's just like naturally like very like, he's just like soft, so he's just like, it's okay guys, I don't mind, and he's just like, you know, he's just a soft cappy, you know. Where's the puppy, Bard? Yeah, Bard, where's the puppy? No puppy. Yes, puppy. Are you saying you don't think a puppy would spark joy in this chat? I think a puppy would spark joy. I think it would enhance your stream too, but Bard. Bard follow move. I'm sure someone did go too far, Bart would speak up about it, but since he knows we bully out of love, he lets us. Kind of true. The only time I ever experienced Bart getting mad at chat for anything, and I can say this now because like it's been quite some time, and I don't think that person really watches our content as much anymore. Bart got jealous that someone was hitting on me in chat before. But it wasn't. This was before we even got together. Someone was doing very like unwanted advances towards me, and I was kind of going like, not really interested. But like, I didn't like for some reason it wasn't like. It was to a point where like I was kind of like, hey, like. I'm like kind of clearly getting very uncomfortable. So Bart actually stopped in the middle of his stream to address it and was like, hey, cut it out. So like usually when it comes to like stuff about Bart is actually very lenient with chat. If I had to be completely, if people want, are ever curious about that. He's not the type who will like be upset if people like poke fun at him, but when it matters, but what matters to him is like if other people are affected. So it was like kind of a combined thing. Like Bard was jealous that someone was hitting on me, but also like very upset that someone was bothering me. And again, this was before we started dating. So like, you know, me as a viewer and as someone who viewed him as a potential person that maybe I would like to date in the future, I guess in a weird way, right? I was like, wow, that's like a quality I really like in a Cappy, and you know, that's actually one of the qualities that I brought up to him. I was like, hey, I really noticed how you, you know, you were very shy, but like, you know, you really stood up for me that one time, and I really appreciated it, and I remembered it ever since. And then Bart confessed that it's partially because he was also because he was jealous that someone could hit on me, but he had to be a professional streamer. Bart is honestly such a sweetheart. Like, you know, I'm sure that he would have stopped the chat if it was also anybody else being hit on and did not like the interaction at all, to be completely clear. It did help that though that I was also somebody that Bard did fancy. But just know, if you are ever bullied in chat, Bard will stop a stream to defend your honor, milady. No. Again, like, you know, we give Bard so much crap, but Bard is honestly, like, I think that if you don't think Bard is a cool dude, then I don't think that you can enjoy this stream, you know? Okay. So, anyways, going back to Unosusume, I have heard, according to Bard, that Kita-san Black is really good for frontrunners. So we're gonna give that a try. Cappies are chill, but will bite back if provoked. Like most rodents. The mighty rodent.
Hi, friends.
Hello, Shiplord. How are you?
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Did you get Kita-san Black? Did you pull for the best card in the game? Doing well, haven't had time to play today. Oh, I see. Today, well, you have 2 weeks to pull it actually, so. I'm trying to see who to use. Should we use a certain YouTubers? Horse? Or no, not YouTuber. VTubers horse? A certain V-Fleet members. does have very good stamina, and I kind of need it. Yeah, we'll pay whiskey. Okay, let's see. Oops. Whoops. Kita-san Black. Okay, let's look at Kita-san Black, right? Apparently very good for frontrunners, long. Yes, all the good skills. So, if you have a front runner, make sure to befriend someone who does have a fully uncapped Kita-san Black. Mostly because like it's worth it, more or less. But that also means that we need to find things to make up for the lack of swinging maestro. Because we are not going to have swinging maestro anymore, right? Pace chaser, long. So this could work for the long runs, but we need something for general, right? I'm not sure if she has like. There's not that many options, I think. What about this one? Again, a lot of like long runs, which can be fine to a certain extent. Not the best options I have. I could look here. Passing pro, long. Again, I have a lot of like long cards. I haven't really looked into this one though. Let's see. Straight recovery, that could work as in a pinch. This is a lot more general one, so that might be good. But I didn't level it up, so what about this one? These aren't as useful for me personally, because these are more good for like the late surgers. Yeah, so not that one. It's always tough when you don't have the right cards anymore. What about her skills? This one does have the corner recovery. It just doesn't have swinging maestro. So that's the only thing, right? It's generally speaking, Kita-san Black is one of the best cards though, so it's worth it to keep on. But like, see for example, like these ones aren't the best for a front runner. Like Pace Chaser's not gonna do well for me. Rosy Outlook could work. We don't have much choices though, unfortunately. It's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. I do think I need to give up one of my running cards though for another stamina card, because she's gonna need it. Swinging that maestro. I don't have a swinging maestro though. That's the problem. Small breath, late surger, 777. Even though this one is mostly for late surger, it could work. This one could work as an alternative. No, that one has nothing for me to work with. No, we're gonna... go with the wit, 1 stamina, and 4 running cards. Hi, hail Munii of the Shoda. Hello, Country Shape, how are you? Harder, better, faster, stronger. Yeah, it's a lot of strategizing I'm trying to do right now. I'm actually trying to think about how to be a better Unosusume player, you know? This is my strategy. This is what I'm thinking of so far. Granted, I don't have to use SSR. It just happens that a lot of my front runner cards happen to be a SSRs. I did see a goat poke a Cappy. Hi Cell, how are you? Are you enjoying the Unosusumes? Have you joined the cult? I mean, it's not a cult if we're all having fun, right? Right? Not yet. You should join now, because now the meta card is in play. Kita-san Black. Everybody absolutely needs that card. And Kita, she came home. The unofficial Susie. No, it's the Unosusume cult. I have not really pulled that much for. Well, yes, that's a lie. I tried pulling for the horses, since I had quite a few horses available to pull for. Oh, well, no, like since I had quite a few carrots to pull for it, because I'm not gonna try to max out my Kita-san Black, because like I'm gonna go under the impression I'm only getting one at this point. Like, I already don't believe in myself to actually get more than... kind of like, I'm not gonna get greedy about it. I'm probably only gonna get one Kita-san Black on my free account, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have the money to pay for more cards and stuff like that. What the hell? It all corrected Unosusume to unofficial Susie. That's why I'm like, what's unofficial Susie called? But I didn't want to ask what that was. Hello, Nui. Here. Good luck gachaing Munii Shoda Pop. Thank you, thank you. I actually got pretty good luck. I actually got Kita-san Black first pull. I'm not using mine though. Because basically I'm using someone else's Kita-san Black at the moment because they've fully uncapped theirs. But I did hear that Kita-san Black is really good for frontrunners, so I'm taking that opportunity to try it with my Mihono Bourbon because she's one of my main frontrunners. I don't know how good this run is going to be, to be completely honest. Mostly because, like, I'm very bad at this game. But, oh shit. I didn't do that correctly. I chose the wrong one. Sad face. But I'm gonna try my best to see if I can do the meta. Yeah. Because I don't really mind getting Kitan right now. I just want to use another Kitan. Got Diamond though. Ooh, nice. Yeah, like, cause you can just borrow other people's, and so many people are like hardcore pulling for Kita-san Black, I think, right now, right? So I'm fully benefiting off of it. I think just getting one Kita is like worth it, just so you can eventually evolve it uncap it over time. At least that's what I was told, you know? Because there are strategies to eventually level it up. So I'm trying out a fully uncapped Kita-san Black and seeing how it changes my gameplay a little bit. But I also did try to put more consideration into like who am I pulling for, or who am I using for my cards, and like how am I strategizing my gameplay, because in my opinion I am not a very good Unosusume player because Unosusume player because I'm not playing as optimally as I should be for someone who has been playing since day one of the global launch. So I'm gonna try my very best to actually try to consider and pay attention to the cards this time. So far, so good. But yeah, I'm not sure. But if we're lucky, we're gonna have a very good run to a certain extent. We're gonna cross our fingers that we're not gonna get any fails, you know. And because like some of it is luck, isn't it? Like some of this game is like luck in terms of what events happen in what order, and like some of it is controllable in terms of like the skill unlocks. But overall, like you can't predict exactly like what's going to happen on what exact turn. It's just more like I guess like different factors into it, right? And so far, my overall luck has been pretty good, I think, right? Trying to like, kind of like learning about the game has been very helpful. Let me see. Oh, I haven't gotten these ones before. I want to try for it, just so I can get the trophy. Okay. Let's see if my training is paying off and me paying attention to stuff. I think my stamina is too high though, technically. My stamina could be a little lower. I should like probably focus a little bit more on speed. I already got Biwa and was pretty happy, but she's tough to train. I also feel the same thing about Mihono Bourbon. Like I really like I have a soft spot for all my horses that have gone in my JP account, but I didn't really understand what I was doing in my JP account. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying a little bit harder for my English account. Because now I understand what's going on. But yeah, Mihono Bourbon was actually one of the horses that I got. I don't think I got any of the horses from this this poll in my JP account. I know I got the tomboy that's coming up, like after Kanen-chan, I believe. I'm not exactly sure what her name is. I need to double check her name. But who doesn't like a Gundam? You know who I still haven't gotten to win a URA final, though? Rice Shower. Rice Shower is ridiculous, because, like, she's so finicky. Like, one day I will get her to work. Like, I'll figure out how to make her work. But at the moment, I have not. I don't know why. If anybody has any tips on how to raise, like, Rice Shower, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Meanwhile, my friends are all like talking, or like, my friends have also, like, IRL friends have played too. I haven't gone through all the races for any of the courses yet. Oh. For some reason she's a 1-star and does and she does need some work, but I like Mitakene Fukukitaru. I'll try to use her more. Yeah, she's a 1-star because well, they had to have a couple of common horses, right? So the nice thing about the star rating is that really, like, once you get her to 3-star, you unlock her costume. I keep saying this, and all of the horses are actually viable, and you can have a really good run with some of the horses. It's just that the 3-stars, like, are the more desirable ones because they already have their costumes, if that makes sense. In terms of, like, getting to the URA finals, like, the more you play, the easier it gets to get there. I'll definitely say that. So don't give up, Juice. You definitely will reach the URA finale and finish it. But yeah, like you should definitely don't sleep on like the 1-star horses, because like for example like Sakura Bakushin, right? She's a really good horse, but she's a 1-star. Like don't sleep on her. Apparently, there's one mission you can do with Sakura, where you have to win as many races as possible in a single career, and she's one of the horses that is more or less capable of achieving that, because not all horses can. It's really difficult. Prediction, fine. But yeah, always try to use, because think of it this way, for a lot of the horses, you're using those horses to build up the stats and like the lineage, so then it makes it easier for you to finish the URA finals. So that's another reason, like because immediately speaking, a lot of the horses aren't inherently capable of doing it. It just, but also the game is like a lot of practice at the end of the day. Oh, I feel like I should send like my friend something though, because like they're like, oh, it's funny that they named them all after the male horses, and I'm just like, oh, do they not know? Do they not know? I need to go find something now. Show her the character design. Let's see. Oh shit! Sorry. I think so far, in terms of the run, it's very successful. I would like her to be faster. I didn't put a whole lot. I focused more on stamina, so that's why it's very balanced. I would like it. I think I should focus a little bit more on speed, but I think that will come as it's still quite early in the race, or into her campaign, so it should be fine for now. I also like how they say Mihona. Oh my god, don't pass me! Oh my god. It has a 6 rating, but my first was with Haru. Yeah! That was really close. I almost lost the Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder is really good. Is a really good 2-star, I would have to say. She actually was the only one who won me like the Legends race, because all the other horses I tried running with the Legends race could not beat them. I managed to beat, but maybe it's also because Simbali Rudolph might not be the fastest, and maybe she was easiest to beat, but I couldn't beat the other two, so I kind of missed out on those ones. Yeah, but I love Haru. Haru Urara has she's such a national treasure, isn't she? I had some trouble playing with her earlier, but Grass Wonder is nice. Yeah, Grass Wonder is like, I think once you kind of get a feel for her, she's quite a good horse to play. Like she has won me more of the Legends races than I don't want to say I like to admit, but like she has won me quite a few of those Legend races when I was doing the Simbali Rudolph runs. So I was quite happy with that. Damn it! Meant to do the energy one and I wasn't paying attention. This is what happens when I don't pay attention. I also need to raise her wit a lot more, don't I? Her wit's very she's not a very smart horse at the moment. Okay. I should be like paying attention to like what my stats are a little bit more because I just assumed that my speed's probably not that high. It's pretty good actually in terms of speed. It could be better. But I need to balance it, my stamina, a little bit more only because I don't have Swinging Maestro. Which sucks. So we'll do that one right now. Do some studying. Then do more studying. Because we need to build her intelligence. She needs to be a smart robo. Let's see. Straight, medium, close end. I don't want to do like some of the front runner stuff. Like these ones quite yet. Not quite yet. But we're gonna do that. I also had trouble using TM Opera early, but I finally got through and balanced with her stat. Yeah! It was frustrating about a lot of me, but she's nice. Yeah, I really like TM Opera's. Like, she's actually one of my first, she was within my first poll for this game. I was actually very lucky with Miho no Bourbon and TM Opera. They came home very fast. For TM Opera, I've always really liked the Oji-sama kind of like look. So like I think that's one of the reasons why I pulled on her when I first played even the JP server. But I really want to get Narita Bryan next. I think I really want to pull for Narita Bryan. I think that's another reason why I'm not like super like. Oh, I'm pretty okay with not getting like McQueen or what's the other one's name? God, Tokai Teo. I would love to get them, but I'm also not going to be like so hard pressed that I didn't get them at the same time. There's like another one I really want to get, but that's not for a very long time. So like I'm kind of like doing the whole like I'll pull on their banner like once or twice and then I'm kind of like done, you know. I'm trying to be very like self-restrained because I can't afford to pull every single time, you know. Well, I can afford to pull like once or twice, but I can't afford to like always pull on each and every single banner. But luckily, Side Games is super generous so far, so I've been very happy with the amount of free carrots they've been giving us lately. And also very appreciative to all the whales of Unosusume who have been trying to get the meta card. Thank you very much. You have my thank yous. Yeah, let's see. She's doing really well this run. I'm kind of really excited. Like, I'm really excited for how she's gonna come out. I'm hoping a lot better than my other Miho no Bourbon, right? I'm always looking to improve my horses. Because like again, I as much as I like playing this game, I am very bad at this game in my opinion. I'm trying to learn so much more about how to play this game properly. Oh my god, I forgot to put the fish game up, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not put the fish game up. Let me get that. Fish game. Where's fish game? Fish game. Right here. Claw. I'm sorry, Juice. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the design of the horses? What have you heard from other people's experiences with the new tail? I haven't really heard that many. So much more people are like kind of like focused on the design then people are focused on like how she runs. But again, like I've been mostly watching like YouTubers who are like way more experienced in terms of like in terms of playing. Oh my god, why won't it let me select? Oh my god, close. Let me just reset it. I need to play. I need to be able to play this game too. Okay, let's see. Should be fine though, right? Power's a bit weak, but we don't worry about power. We don't worry about power in this house. Why is it doing that? Shift tab. Okay, there we go. And then I should probably refund Juice their points. One sec. Thank God we're going through a race, so I can do all that in the background, and you guys can focus on the race. Mod view.
Hi, friends.
Hello, llamas. How are you? Let me give not the hydrate. Refund the points. There we go. What was this then? This was sent so long ago. Whoops. Mia, hi! How are you, llamas? Are you enjoying Horse Game by any chance? Has anybody had a chance to look at the new horses? I haven't. I actually haven't developed any opinions on new horses. That's why. I do think the designs are kind of nice. I do like the wing aesthetic in the game. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know what? I do think Kita-san Black is working, because this is like the most consistent run I've had so far. Most consistent. I am very pleasantly surprised at how consistent this run's been. First place for every single one so far. I guess I'm addicted now since I have it on 2 devices now. So does Bard and a couple of other friends that I have. They've also have this game on 2 devices. I haven't, like, I don't. I have this game on, like, do you mean you have 2 accounts, or do you, I have it on my phone, and I have the same account on my phone and the same account on Steam, because, like, that way you can get the achievements on Steam, but you also can do the lock on your phone. Well, the third one is the account I made last night. I learned from my mistakes with spending on trainees too much. 3, you mean? I see. I mean, how many accounts do you need? I think it's hard to manage so many accounts, but I know that, like, there's a usefulness to it, right? Because then you can farm for, like, different cards, right? That you may need. Personally, I think like my brain is too small to do too many accounts. Because like I think I can only handle like one account, because I feel like if I had multiple, I would probably ignore the other accounts that I have. Let's see. Can I hold on? Can I hold off? I think I'll hold off. I may regret this. But you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to hold off. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing now. Have a good and great support card on my new one. Oh, okay. It does kind of make sense to kind of like use one account to like one account is a mistake account and one account is like the, okay, I've learned my mistakes. But it's kind of hard, I guess, to a certain extent, because then you have to manage so many accounts, and one it may eventually get abandoned. Though I do know a couple of streamers who do have 2 accounts. They have one for streaming only, and then one for one personal account, right? And that's not a fairly uncommon practice for some streamers. I just use one account, mostly because I know I'm going to ignore one of them. Too short of an attention span. Let's see. She is the second favorite, so we'll see if she's able to surprise me. It's okay if she's, because I didn't really like her stamina is not the best. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, chat. The professional curvature. I definitely need more stamina options for her. Oh, someone's catching up. Maybe not. Oh, they're falling behind. She's catching up. Oh, I need you to back off. This one I'm kind of nervous about now. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing now. I have a good to great support cards in my net. Hi, Candy! This is a bit annoying making mistakes on just leveling up supports and trainees with no idea before. I think that's fair, right? Like, I have wasted a couple of points technically raising up some of the cards, and it was pointless, almost. But it's okay, you know? It is what it is at the end of the day. Oh god, please, no! No! No, don't get overturned, please! Yes! Run! Run, little Gundam Horse! Run while you can! Run, my little Gundam! Oh god, Rice Shower is on her tail. Oh god, Rice Shower, please. Oh. Ha. First place every single race, baby. We're eating good tonight. Final push. It gets me kind of nervous now. Getting me kind of nervous. We're having such a good run. No! Don't be sad, mijo, no bourbon. The enemy caught me off guard with actual French, I think. Really? Can they parler en français? Okay. No, but it's okay. Is the racing girl game your new favorite gacha? It's the one where like I don't have to think about it too much, Candy. Though I have noticed that like I guess like my tracking isn't the best. But like it's really easy to get into, and that's what I enjoy about it. Oh my god, please. At least like, you know, if I had to fail on any of it, at least it was the wisdom one. Anyways, biggest goal is to make Haru at least a 4-star, but also why not 5-star? Never happening. It takes a lot of grinding, I think, for Haru. But you can do it. I believe you. I believe in you. One of the characters that show up around episode 8 or 9 is a European horse named Broye. Broye. It's a visual novel, horsing, racing, sports management, simulation is how it's... You mean addiction sets in easily? I mean, yeah. Look, if the horse loses, it's my fault. It's not because the horse did a bad job. You feel guilty if the horse does bad, okay? Because you're just like, the horse would do good if I was just a better trainer. Just admit you're a bad trainer. I am a bad trainer. You know? She would do so much better if she had a better racer than me. My heart. No surrender to the glue factory. I feel really bad for people who's like, a glue factory. Do I do calm in a crowd? It's such a situational one for her because she's supposed to be a front runner. So it's such like a it would be so specific when this calm in a crowd would be used. You know what I mean? Like I'm wondering if she kind of needs it though because she needs more. She needs more options. You know, in terms of stamina. And there's not that many options I'm having. I'm not a bad... Bart's actually a better trainer than I am. I'm gonna go for that one. Because she needs it. I think she needs it. And then we're gonna try raising it for final push. I think that's the plan. That's the plan, chat, okay? We're gonna see how she does, chat, okay? She's number 2 favorite.
Make sure you stretch out.
We should stretch, thank you for the reminder. My shoulders actually really hurt lately. Whew. Okay. Rice shower. My rival. I don't know why Mihono Bourbon and like Rice Shower are like the 2 most difficult horses for me to race. Like Sambali Rudolph actually is pretty easy in my opinion. I don't know, like, out of the horses, in terms of, like, the 3 stars that I've received, or have collected, Rudolph, like, Sambali Rudolph, pretty easy, all things considered. Who else do I have? You know, Oguri Cap is supposed to be pretty, like, simple to train as well. Like, and really strong. Like, you know, like, really, like, beginner-friendly 3-star horse. I have seen some really good, really good Oguri caps. I'm not sure how mine measures up. I think mine is pretty mid, honestly. Also, I should really switch this to the full-length ones that you got, so it's a little bit more impressive to look at as opposed to like looking at half the screen. Adjust options, adjust race settings. Landscape. Yeah. Well, we'll do that for the future ones. But how do you find the designs for the other horses, guys? I actually like how they do the random NPC horses and they actually give them costumes. Oh my goodness. I do think like the portrait mode though in terms of racing does have a little bit more dynamic camera, like overall look. No! Stay away! No! Rice Shower is so far away! I didn't realize Rice Shower passed me so far away already. Oh man, am I gonna be third? I need you to at least be second, please. I'm glad that sexualization is not too prevalent in this fandom. I mean, there are people who unfortunately are, but whenever it's mentioned on stream, I do try to mention that, hey, try not to loot the horses because these horses are actual copyright properties. And there's actually a general like fan art rule that you're not supposed to loot the horses. Like I try to also do that kind of reminder, which is kind of sad to say because like you know they're already like depicted as like quite young characters. But you know the internet do what the internet wants, and some people had to be kind of like, hey, I know you want to do the thing with the horses, but it's like you shouldn't just because you can, you know. It's a lot of that with this community, and kind of like that reminder that you know a lot of these horses were very beloved to their owners, if that makes sense, and that's the reason why you don't loot the horses. It's funny for some people going like, oh, well, you know, the horses. It's like some people think it's funny to do loot stuff, right? Because you're kind of like doing it for the bit a little bit. But like it's honestly true. These horses actually did exist. They're based on their stories, and there were struggles and a lot of you know, a lot of like heart went into these horses, so to simply loot them is kind of like in bad taste in a lot of cases for anybody that was unaware. Now, I'm not gonna say that if you loot the horse, you're inherently a bad person. I will say you are a bad person if you don't respect it, the general consensus and rule not to loot the horse. Yeah, if you know what I mean, right? Also, it's just weird to do when some of them have passed away. I mean, yeah, like to a certain extent, yeah, because like these horses also had a very tragic, again, very, very tragic accident. A lot of gambling with horses have. Also, well, yeah, it is gambling with these horses. Like I remember, what was it? Like one article to kind of a very distasteful, what was it? I want to say caption, news article title to like, it was very clickbaity, obviously, going like, oh, which horse was it? Silent Suzuka lost people like billions of dollars or billions of yen because it died, because it it fell, or like how did this horse like lose Japanese people billions of yen? And it was like literally like trying to like, I guess not trying to, but like it was an article talking about what happened to Silent Suzuka. And if you don't know the story of Silent Suzuka, he fell during the race and broke one of his, I think it's one of his legs so severely, or like, I don't know, he injured himself so severely during the middle of the race, but managed to keep his rider safe. And unfortunately had to be euthanized on the track. Like, it's such a tragic story, but like the horse was so well trained and looked out for their jockey, that it was a shame of how its life came to an end. And I think, like, you know, when you think about the stories of like how some of these horses had to go, he was in front with a good amount of space, but he injured himself. Yeah. And when you think about how they had to go and how, you know, when you're training to such an intensity, you know, accidents unfortunately do happen. Like, it's one of those 1% chance type of things, but like, you know, when it does happen, to that extent, you're thinking like, oh, why can't you just like, you know, nurse the horse back to health? Well, the reality is, unfortunately, is horses by nature, they cannot stand still. Like, they cannot stand still. They cannot rest. They always have to be on their feet. You know what I mean? Like, well, they don't always have to be, right? But it's very hard to get a horse or any animal to rest, right? So it's like near impossible, especially for a race horse. So that's why euthanasia has to be done for these animals, like kind of like putting it out of its misery up to, in most cases. I see kind of the same thing what happened to American football after gambling took over. Players get death threats for performing a bit less than expected. I mean, it's not death threats per se. It's like, because Silent Suzuka never got death threats because it's a horse, right? He just had an unfortunate incident which led to his death because, again, horses are not like athletes. They can't recover the same way that people can, right? Gambling just corrupts sports. I mean, like any high intensity sport, like anything done to like extreme amount can be harmful to a certain extent. However, in the case of Silent Suzuka, right, very beloved racehorse, was the type of horse that was like a guaranteed win almost, and then just had that unfortunate fall and had to be put down out of its misery. And it's not the only horse, it's not the last horse. Rice Shower had a very similar incident. I believe it was both of his legs. Both of his front legs, unfortunately. So, again, like, a lot of these horses, especially the ones with tragic stories, were very beloved racers, and in their prime for a lot of it. So it's hard a lot on the people who train and raise them to a certain extent, which is why it's important to try to treat the material very respectfully, because these were a lot of people were behind the training and love for these animals, and you know, I understand, like, when you open the floodgates for the Western audience, I would just say Western audiences don't like being told what not to do. It's not because of a lack of respect per se. At least that's not what I want to believe. However, there is a bit of a habit when it comes to, and when you tell like a North American or a Western culture person don't do something, it makes them want to do it more. which is the very unfortunate side of things. Because, like, you know, it shouldn't be like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing out of spite because you told me not to do something, and now I'm gonna do it because you can't tell me what to do. When in reality, you kind of have to look at it objectively and be like, okay, so why are people saying that I shouldn't do X, Y, Z? But, you know, who am I to say, who am I to tell people what to say or what to do with their content? All I can say is try to... Oh god, I'm gonna get passed, aren't I? I hope I'm at least third. Like, you know, if with me playing Unosusume, what I do hope is that, like, you know, a lot... Oh shit! No! Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm gonna get third place. Oh, please. Oh my god, please. You're gonna have to activate your special. Please, please, please. Oh my god, please, please. You gotta be TM Opera, please. Oh my god. Oh no. We need you to activate your special like yesterday. Behold, perfect. Oh, I'm in fourth. I'm in fourth. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna be in fifth, aren't I? Oh, she didn't activate it. Oh, ah. No. Okay, we gotta try again. It was just a dream chat. What are you talking about? Things that totally didn't happen. But yes, going back to the story of horses, yeah. A lot of these horses have people who did, you know, spent hours training them, caring for them, and, you know, all these animals had personalities, and to a certain extent, some of these horses were basically like family. So, which is why, like, again, with the copyright, you might think it's silly to think that there was a copyright on a lot of these horses, but you also think of it like this. If more people treat the material as kind of like a joke, you know what I mean? As, like, kind of like toys. Side games might not get the licensing to other horses. That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't really think about. Because who wants to think about the consequences of their actions, ultimately? Probably it's just something like I like to game. It's like, yes, you can spend money on Advanced Master, but you really don't need to. But yeah, going back to the topic, right? Like, and controlling what people can do with this material in this game, right? Ultimately, in my opinion, when it comes to Unosusume, yeah, your actions can have consequences. Your actions for, like, maybe looting the horses can lead to, like, owners being more hesitant to allowing their horses' IP and likeness. And granted, you know, I say likeness very loosely, but their story to be used. Because a lot of these horses and their stories are based on the actual horses, right? They're not just casually named these names for no reason. These horses actually existed, and a lot of their personalities were based off of the events that happened to them. So when you think about it that way, and looting the horses because you think like, oh, sexy anime girl, you kind of have to look at it to a certain extent and be like, kind of like, is this really your hill to die on for people to tell you not to do something, or just to respect the material for what it is, right? Again, I do understand for some people they're kind of like, no, I'm just going to do what I want, and I'm not going to care what other people want to do, you know? But, you know, I hope that at least with my community, that we don't follow in that kind of space, or we never go into that kind of space, right? Like, you know, as much as I also am a connoisseur of the fine arts, I'll just say, I personally feel it's really important to just, you know, respect the material when it's requested upon. Oh my god, am I not gonna make it? Oh my god, please. Miho no bourbon, please. Please. Oh my god, yes. Yes! I've been running on a treadmill yes, now. Keep thinking of this petite teenage girl shouldn't be running this fast. It looks at his legs with no muscles. I mean, like, they're not just human girls. Oh my god, please. At least get third so we can continue. At least get third. Super Creek, please stay away. Ah! Okay, it wasn't worth it. It's not. The run's over. She's stuck in 5th. Okay. My comments. You know, it's my fault. I was a bad trainer. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. I should have picked some other stuff with it. I wanted to save. But the run wasn't terrible. I didn't. It was my fault. I didn't do it right. Ugh. And this is what I mean by I'm not that good of a player. Because even with Kita-san Black, I didn't achieve the goal. Ah, sadness. Sadness, sadness. Also, this room is way too hot. Can you be passive-aggressive with them when they lose like a good coach should? I mean, like, yeah, you can. I feel really bad by saying Glue Factory. It's only until, like, it really makes me angry. Like, something's, like, really, like, close. If it's ridiculously close, I actually do get mad at this game. Like, I seem pretty happy and pretty chill right now because, like, I'm very, like, whatever. But there are times where, oh, this game tests my patience. Because, like, I'll be running the same horse over and over again, trying, like, different tactics and, like, actually trying to figure out, like, what's the best strategy and stuff like that, and, like, doing my best, and then, like, it'll pull something, and I'll be like, I swear to God, I'm, like, I'm going to strangle you type of thing. But I try not to get that angry. I mean, it's fun. It's funny when, like, the streamer does the funny tee-hee ha-ha, like, angry. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a game. I try not to get actually that physically angry, but I have felt that. Have you gotten angry yet? No. I'm very sad about that. I'm not that good of a player to get A rank. I mean, there are tactics to get an A rank. But I have not gotten an A rank. I really should try, maybe shouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, everyone's favorite song! That's actually the one thing I love, the spin. The spin's really cute. Okay, let's try this. Let's go over this one more time. Bakshin, 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 bakshin. Can you imagine someone did a cover of that song? Let's see. I actually have not played as Mayano Top Gun. Because I just got her. She was the 1 2-star I was missing. So you know what? We're going to play as her. But yeah, the highest I ever gone was B+. We're gonna also train her as a front runner, so we're not gonna deviate too far away from what I previously used, and we're gonna see how much easier it is with her. Because I believe she's a front runner, right? Yo, hello, Silent Chaos. How are you? Way to get the also way to get a ticket. Right, Rice Shower Grind 2.0. Is it Rice Shower Grind? Is she similar to Rice Shower? Should I be worried? Because Rice Shower is very hard for me to play. I got the anime McQueen first try, also beat her career first try, undefeated first play, entire way through. Oh, is she really good? Haven't had a chance to like really look into like those. I've never had a McQueen in any of my games. Or are you just lying to me? Are you hyping yourself up? Are you lying to the internet? Larry, my second try using her. I see. Oh, you mean that you're playing Rice Shower? I see. Rice Shower. I wish you good luck. She's so hard to play. At least for me, personally. Or maybe I'm just very stupid. Nope, I literally got the new McQueen and won. I have her set up as my team right now. Nice! How have you been enjoying the game? I have been trying. I've been like playing this game pretty much every day. I was like about to say I've been trying to play this game. I've been playing this game every day. Like that. Let's not lie to myself about this. I'm just not very good at the game personally. 2 weeks, nice. You should, or did you say how? I mean like how have you been enjoying it mostly? How has everyone been enjoying it? I got C+, so it wasn't bad. I'm very bad at this game though, personally. Like, I've seen like players like I've seen like other streamers like try to explain it, and like I can explain this game to a certain extent, like the very, very basics of this game, but like not enough, I think, to be like, hey, use my tutorial in order to be the #1 horse girl trainer. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen with me, unfortunately. I am too weak. I am not trained in the art of the horse girl. It's pretty complicated. La Taru is my one and only. Haru is such a sweet horse. Like, you know, like, she's such a cutie. I can see why a lot of people like really love her. I just use the event helper site and guides to build decks and stats. Yeah, it really is about the cards, isn't it? I really probably should be doing that. I'm not at all, but I probably should be looking into, God damn it. That's what I get for not watching the race, right? I really should be looking into, those, card combination sites and like figuring out the best strategies. Both my McQueen and Haru are both B rank. Nice! Scarily enough, I saw someone legitimately say in the beginner guide just to delete your account if you don't get good support cards. I think that's extreme. I think it's more like, hey, well, you know, I shouldn't say that, because Bard kind of had that moment, because he kind of got desperate, and even though he was like, I'm not going to play this game like the meta, I'm not going to try to play the game like the meta, and then guess what he did? He was just like, this account is dead, because I didn't get the good support cards, and then he took a break, tried playing for a good support card. And then he ended up getting in on both his accounts because he took a break. And he got super mad. It was like Super Creek, I think, is what the card that he was trying to pull for. But yeah, for me personally, I don't really believe in like discarding your account. If you are someone who's playing casually, just play and enjoy the game for what it is. Don't focus too. Well, then again, just my personal advice. Just enjoy the game for what it is, and have fun and be happy with what you get. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go for some races because I gotta book some races. Because I can't go into actual races until I beat this one. Well, fine. We'll watch your maiden race. Maybe I should adopt the Sakura Bakushin route for Top Gun. It's kind of funny that she's very like Oni-chan or One-chan, you know. I love you, and is very flirtatious, but she's a male whore. Oh my god, please. I do like her costume though. Oh, got lucky, so I'm just chilling. Oh yeah, go into the mission list, and there's a mission you can click. Attempt to get free 100. Attempt to get one free. I'll just send you to YouTube link for Bakushin. Yeah, I think I did that one. I had to go through the list because I'm just going because I decided to like read the list one day, and I was just like, huh, a lot of interesting options here. Oh my god. Please. You need to stay in first place! Yes! Yes! There you go. That gap is widening, baby. Is that your favorite song, by the way, the Bakushin song? And there we go. Now we can do real races, like a real horse. Real. Did you have fun? Okay, so now let's look at the races that she can do. Okay. Cause, oh, we can. Okay, let's try for that one. She needs more skills! Okay. We're just gonna go for it. Where's your experience with debuffs in this game? Depends. You want to get some good mood, great, yeah. What, debuffs? I don't often get them. I know some people have been playing around with debuffs and trying to make an evil horse so they debuff everyone else. And yeah, I've tried to do like the trick, which is like to get like all like the stuff to increase their moods, and like I have heard though that for some people their like mood actually doesn't matter as much as people think it does. It does help. God, stop getting it late. Right. Oh, God damn it. Well, there's a debuff for you guys. So I've heard mixed opinions when it comes to mood. Mood does boost training, but some people think there has been an argument of whether or not it's that important or not. I think like that's a lot of like the debate. Because like some people are wondering if it's worth it to spend an entire day just to do the recreation in order to boost up the mood, or if you should just risk it for the biscuit and wait for it to be wait for the horse to just have their mood boosted up, and if it ever goes down to bad, that's when you use the recreation. Like, do you waste your a time that you could potentially be used to train or rest? And even then, resting should be kept to a minimal too, right? So it's like a combination of like multiple like advice on how to play this game. You heard Tachion is pretty great with debuffs. I think it's because she's a debuff horse, isn't she? From what I understand. I think recreation is best when training is not great, yeah. I think it's like everyone's gonna have a different opinion on what's the best way to train your horse. And is there a particularly right way or a bad way of doing it? No, because in my opinion, you could be really lucky and never have to do recreation. God damn it! Gold ship! Ah, gold ship, you mother... Oh my god, gold ship. Fuck you! You son of a bitch. Like, cause like for some cases, yeah, you can get great, without trying, right? Go. Actually, fun fact. Gold ship is the reason why Bard re-rolled. So Bard hard re-rolled because he didn't understand the daily missions for with the welcome gift, because he was like, oh, I have to achieve this mission with gold ship, so why isn't gold ship working? And he was playing gold ships over and over again, and like, you know, it's kind of like he slightly went insane because he was just like, why isn't gold ship working? Why isn't this working? Why doesn't gold ship work with me? And then it turned out he was not really reading he wasn't reading the requirements correctly. It wasn't that he had to play with gold ship at all. It was just that it was, because, you know, like, if you played the game since the beginning, you'll know that there was a list of, like, quests, right? I'm not sure if it's currently going on as it was during the welcome, where, like, welcome trainers, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but basically, he got so upset that he couldn't achieve it with gold ship, no matter how hard he tried, because in theory, each day, as long as you played that horse, you should be able to achieve it, but gold ship was just not working for him, so he decided to do a hard reset on his account because he was so mad, and because he actually ran out of, I think, carrots, because he's like, okay, since gold ship's not working, I'm going to pull really hard to see if I can get Super Creek. He didn't get Super Creek, so he's just like, oh my god, is my account basically dead? So that's why he started re-rolling and pulling for a brand new account, and he got rid of so many accounts, and that's why Bard has 2 accounts now. Because gold ship pissed him off so much that he got another account. Meanwhile, for me, I was having like a fun time. I was like, la-di-da-di-da, like, horses. And again, like, I try to make sure this game doesn't get on my nerves when it comes to playing, because at the end of the day, it's just a game, and it's just a gacha game. It shouldn't get you that angry, but when it does, hot damn. You're always really like, work with me, right? You're like, you do get very emotionally, because like I think sometimes like there are some things that are so situational. Like you could be like doing everything correct, like you get all the friendships up immediately, you get all the rainbows, but for some reason your horse is just not doing the wins, right? Because maybe their skill didn't activate, or maybe you didn't buy the right skills for that particular race, you know? And it's just a pain in the fucking ass, you know what I mean? I don't get the angry losing because I'm a Haru main. I think with there's two types of people. There's people who love Haru so much that, you know, they will play her over and over again until she wins Arumi Kaiken. Just like that, it took 4 years, but she finally won it. I believe on like the JP server, right? But yeah, I think it's for certain horses I get really mad because I'm just like, it says I'm the number one, I'm the favorite, right? And granted, favorites favorites don't predict if you will necessarily win, you know? I understand that. It's a pain in my fucking ass when I'm trying to, when it tells me, oh, you should do really well on this race, and I don't do well, and I'm just like, what the fuck, Gabe? You lied to me. How could you lie to me about this? I thought you liked me, game. But any race with Bourbons and I are fucking robot menace. Oh my god, racing her as you own her, or racing her as an opponent, because oh my god, I just played her, right? She is so hard, and I think the solution I found for Mihono Bourbon in terms of playing her was to try your best to get as many skills as possible with her. Like, that's the only way I actually managed to win the URA finals with her. She is a good horse, don't get me wrong. I just had such difficulty getting her to win, and it was pissing me off. And I would be like, Mihono Bourbon! But as an opponent, yeah, like she's, like NPC horses can be crazy, you know? I'm actually building turf and legacies to do that. Yes, I wish you good luck as a Haru main. I don't know, like, is there actually, in chat, is there a particular horse that you are hoping to get that should be coming out? Rush! No, don't be rushed! Please! Please! I thought of it, but if there's only horse girls, which human guys are into horse girls enough to make more? I mean, if you're passionate for the sport. Me. Yeah, for everybody, is there a particular horse girl that you are hoping to pull, or like are willing to wail on? I hear that Saiyan Sky, the one that's right in front of me right now, is quite good in terms of a front runner. You want Nishino Flower? Let me look up Nishino Flower. Oh, she's cute. Yeah. I wouldn't use that word in particular, mostly because it's not a good word to use. But I understand the sentiment that she's very cute and short. Oh my god, I can't believe it. You were supposed to win. How could you break my heart? My bad. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can remove that because that's not a good word to have. I'm sorry. Can I do that? I don't really use YouTube that much. Yeah. Can I remove that? No, I understand like being passionate and like not thinking about it. It's just gonna do anything if I press it. Can I go into the... This is what the problem when you stream on YouTube and you don't know how YouTube works. Let's see. Can I just go onto my, Can I go onto it directly? Oh, wow, it actually didn't show up on my side. Okay, cool. It's fine. I got Raishar, she's the one I wanted. Nice. That's also convenient. Wait, who's taller, Nishinofa or the director? And that's a very good question, isn't it? Your mood is still up and you got more fans. That's all we need, baby. I think the director is the smallest, isn't she? She's the shortest? She's the best horse girl, secret horse girl. But yeah. Is she gonna make it? Is she going to? Will she achieve everything, all her dreams? I feel like I need to raise her stamina a lot more. Her stamina and her wit. Like, I think her speed is fine. But it's all her stamina. Because her stamina is quite low. And her speed is quite high. So I'm willing to like invest a little bit more on the stamina at the moment. So after watching a bit more of the anime, El Condor is a petty horse. Taught Special Week how to say, don't get cocky in French. Instead, let's have a good race, and Special Week is being innocent and being, and that to the biggest threat, Well, isn't El Condor, like, Spanish? Like, you know, speaks Espanol. Let me just do something real quick. Where is my... I'm just gonna cover something up real quick. I'm gonna make myself bigger so we cover up a certain word. You guys get Mega Munii as a result. Yeah, you get Mega Munii. Yeah. El Condor was raised in America. At least in the anime, yeah. I can keep trying to get it off screen. Yeah, like it doesn't show up on the YouTube side, which is funny enough, but it shows up on my actual screen. So like I'm not mad at all, Gwenwell. Like I know that you just got really excited. But it's only because if it appears on this side of the stream, I may get bonked in the future. So that's why we're just covering it up, just in case anybody's confused. Yeah. But yeah, like, it's one of those things where you just have to be careful with what Twitch wants, because I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch and Twitch being all like, technically, actually, I'm already in trouble with Twitch because I'm talking to both chats. You're not supposed to talk to both chats, but I'm like, you know what? I'm too small to get caught. No one's gonna tell on me. No one's gonna tattle. I think there are like 2 that are American horses. One of them, the other horse says howdy. Yeah, I was wondering why it didn't show up. Yeah, it shows up. It showed up in a restream because I'm okay. So people who are confused, how am I dual streaming? I use Restream. That's the program I use, and so it doesn't show up on YouTube, but it showed up on Restream, and I can read the Restream chat. But the Restream chat is actually, you know how like I have my layout right here. My layout copies Restream, so that's why it will show up here, but it won't show up anywhere else. I was like, why did you get censored me for saying my bad? I meant that to YouTube. Yeah. I mean, like YouTube. I'm not sure what YouTube's rules are particularly. I know that for Twitch, because Twitch would automatically what's the word I'm looking for? It would automod it, and I guess that's what YouTube does. They automod it, but they don't just allow it to appear on screen. And maybe I could, if I knew how YouTube worked, maybe I could. It could be approved if it wasn't the case of it actually technically. Like, I wouldn't approve it, but in the case of accidental like auto mods, I could approve some of it, but I don't know how YouTube works. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm very new to YouTube. Yeah, YouTube can be weird at times, yeah, but like sometimes it catches it when it's supposed to. It's doing its job to a certain extent. I mean, I really want to learn YouTube a lot more, because I think that, you know, it's good to like kind of split up the platform a little bit, but or not. I think I'm the type of person who's like, it's not always good to stay on one platform, because, you know, there will be a day where maybe I can't stay on Twitch or I can't stay on YouTube, right? So just having like a wider portfolio is really good for anybody, in my opinion. But it's not because I'm going to ever get banned. Hopefully I will never get banned. Oh god, can you imagine if I ever get banned? Why are there 2 McQueens and 2 Tokaiteos you can pull? Because one is it's like different costumes. And the different outfits / costumes allow for also have like different special abilities, I believe. So that's why there are 2 versions you can get. I'm not going to stress pull on either McQueen or Tokaiteo personally, only because like I'm okay with like saving for other characters at this moment in time. God damn it. Okay, so I really gotta do recovery ones. Okay, so we can do both. 2 of them. We need it. We absolutely need these. Because otherwise she's not gonna survive! Oh god. I'm sweating, chat! I mean, I could switch her to... No, her power's not good enough. I don't think she'll actually make it. I don't think she's gonna make it to, if I switched her to Pace. Maybe I should have played her as Pace. Oh god, did I make a mistake? I'm raising her as a front, right? But she can switch to a Pace. Was this a mistake? Well, I can always redo it, I guess. So I first heard of Gold Ship, and she was like flat out crazy in anime too, which makes sense. Yeah, like if you read about Gold Ship and like learn about a Gold Ship story, like there's a lot of rumors about Gold Ship. One of them being like yeah, I got stuck mid-career again with Rice Shower at Kikasho. It's belonging probably under trainer stamina or guts, and could have trained her a bit better. Or what better? Yeah, probably stamina and wit, don't worry too much about Guts. Like Guts is if anything, Guts is the one stat you don't really need to train. Oh, hi Frog, how are you? Hello. But going back to gold shower. Not gold shower, god damn, I mix it up. Gold chip. Gold chip is known to be a crazy horse. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but he's like a super talented horse. And was very silly. He's very intelligent, and you can tell how intelligent he is. I hate this game, but I try it, and now I'm addicted. I hate this game. I still play it. How was your account? Did you pull for Kita-san Black though, Frog? Was the gacha gods on your side? Like apparently like Gold Ship, a lot of like the anime moments with Gold Ship apparently is, again, this is how detailed a lot of the game developers were with this game. They focus a lot on like the kind of qualities these horses had in real life and incorporated it into their stories. So that's what I really enjoy about Unosusume is like the details and the amount of love that went into it. I got 6 SSR. I got to pull 10 times and got 2 SR. Then I do it again. I got double SSR again. Oh. Another 2 I got 1 pull and 1 trade. Ah. So did you like heavy pull on you heavy pulled on this one? Oh, I think she's just gonna be 3rd and I'm okay with it. First try, nice. Yeah, I got Kita-san Black on my Why did you get the recovery now? Oh my god. What was the point of that? Such a silly horse. You still play yeah, you got tons of support card, but hate this game? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I really enjoy this game personally. Ooh. This is gonna be a tough one. Tough one for her. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this game. Personally, I have a love-hate relationship with like a lot of these horses. It's like a drug. You know it's bad, but you still use it. My situation right now is I hate horse, but I still play. Which is your favorite horse, though? Everyone has a favorite horse. Everyone does. And it's always Haru. Gold Chip? I do think Gold Chip and Haru are probably the 2 standard horses for the Western world. I think for me personally, I really do enjoy playing with TM Opera. She's a loser, sadly. Haru's so bad she's not a loser! Not in my heart. She's a winner in my heart. You would have people fighting you, Frog. You'll have people fighting you in the chat, going like, she's not a loser. No, why are you rushed? Opera Instinct, she made me redo it twice, like 7% fail. I think you just need to learn how to play her. The other time, 8% still lose, yeah. Like, there's so many times where I was training the horses and it's just like, it only fails at like 7% and they still got that. And you're just like, what are these percentages, man? I get so scared at just 20%. I heard someone needs to be kneecapped. Wow. This how to slander will not stand. I feel like one day there will be like a gold ship versus Haru fan war. Suzuka, you know what stat I focus on? Speed, right? I think I have heard though there was a person who raced as Rice Shower and poured everything into Guts and managed to win. So maybe Guts is important, but then again the Guts training does increase power and stamina and speed. So maybe there's something to it, you know? I focus upgrade amount of bullet after she break her leg arrow. I see how it is. I see how it is, Frog. Wow, Frog, what a troll you are. She got shot. Well, she didn't get shot. It's very important for me to indicate this part. Probably, well, not important. It's not important for me, per se. But the story really is that he had a tent and was euthanized under the tent for privacy reasons, because I think it was very emotional, not because people lost money, but because the horse tried its best to protect the jockey, despite it falling. And it was honestly a mercy at that point. Privacy? It definitely was not a gun. Yeah, fun fact. The original Japanese translation of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Haru Urara, so while she doesn't win races, she does win duels. Which horse was this again? Silent Suzuka. Silent Suzuka was, he fell during the race and got euthanized. Just so you guys know, I know that Frog is making a joke, like a really bad joke for some people, but to be clear, they do not get shot, they get euthanized. Yeah. Because it's to put them out of their misery. Yeah. It was annoying earlier because I had so many pulls that were full of gold but never rainbow. Gotcha gods weren't with me. I didn't pray hard enough. Yeah, so you gotta do the praise. You gotta pray. But yeah, Frog, I would say that I know you're making a joke, but be very careful with how you phrase things. So they don't want people to be upset, I'll just say. So just be very careful. I don't want you to upset people more. So I'll just say, like, this is a warning in terms of your language, okay? Haru got a lot of grass after the Twitter post. Yeah, you can donate grass to the horses that are, Haru got a lot of grass. I think that you can still donate to other horses as well for anybody that is curious. Because, there are a couple horses out there that you can actually donate to. Not just Haru. I'm not saying that Haru doesn't deserve it. I'm saying for if there's other horses that you believe deserve to have a little bit of a treat, you can also look up to see if your horse, your favorite horse, can get some num nums. Gold Ship is just breeding spree, no grass needed. I did hear that Gold Ship has what, a 90% breeding rate, or which is amazing. Horse legs don't heal, which is why they get mercy killed. Can't spell just nice for shit. At least that's from what I heard. Yes, 90% of the time, I would assume. It's 91% for breeding. Yes, 91%. I'm not sure about how. It's like it's very rare that that a horse can recover from falling. Some of them can. It just depends on the severity. In Silent Suzuka's case and Rice Shower's case, it was so severe that they had to be put out, unfortunately. And, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. And, you know, you look at it and you have to really just think of it like this, right? Like, there's reasons why, if for any athlete, if they get a life-altering injury, I don't think she's gonna make it. If there is like a life-altering injury, even for any sport, even for humans, right? It's hard to get back into the racing condition, right? For horses, they literally cannot rest on those legs. In Reischauer's case, it was 2 legs. So that's almost impossible to recover from. They're better off being put out of their misery, right? To be honest, I also like horse racing IRL, and I've known about Uma before in the JP version. Tried playing it, tried doing the JP, but too dumb to do it. Glad I came to English market as well as other languages. Yeah, I'm really happy, because like I played the JP a little bit as well, and I could not follow along for the life of me. Reischauer lost 2 legs. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is this how you found out, Juice? Yeah, unfortunately Reischauer got I believe the original Reischauer injured both of his front legs, if I remember correctly. It was very tragic. Bard also found out the hard way too, because Bard actually really likes Reischauer. And there was nothing that could be done, unfortunately. Reischauer did not make it to the farm. He unfortunately went to the farm in the sky. Awkward laugh. But yeah, I'm really happy that Unosusume came to the West. I know it's been a long time coming. I was trying my best to avoid Reischauer's story. I'm sorry, Juice! But look, in a weird way, this game gives all the horses that didn't make it off the track another chance. I'm gonna go cry now. I'm sorry, Juice. I didn't mean to break this to you. I'm from Australia, so horse racing is big here. I see. It's really popular in Asia, I think, too, right? That's why they made the game. Goldship didn't get injured, healthy, retired. The bastard never lost. The bastard. Okay, so Goldship didn't even use his full power. Like, let's be honest. There was a lot of rumors that because he was so healthy coming off of the racetrack, he probably was like, you know, fully cognizant and was like, I'm not gonna bother. He beat the trainer too. Yeah, isn't like I think he hated his trainer. Like he really liked his jockey but didn't like his trainer that much. But the one time he lost by a big, the 12 billion accident. That was the only time, I think one of the few times it was captured that he was actually ashamed that he made that big mistake. He was fully aware that he made a big boo-boo. So it's kind of interesting how the horses are, because some of them are so intelligent, quite honestly. As I was saving his new power to breed. Yeah, he's saving all his power to breed. But there's only one horse he's afraid of, right? I'm gonna go back to him and hope Reischauer is up so I don't think about his... I'm sorry, Juice! Reischauer is such a cutie in the anime. You'll be happy to know that, or maybe not happy to know, that Reischauer actually has a chapter in this game that you can listen to their story. Waiting for Mambo. I think her design's really nice. I will show you, Juice, so you can experience happy ending Reischauer. Well, I shouldn't say like that. You only like her voice? So in the main story, if you finish it, Juice, you get the Reischauer, the little big ambition, and you can learn about their story and the not tragic side of it. And she gets her own song, her own solo song that you can listen to. You know what? As an apology, we're gonna listen to Reischauer's song as an apology to Juice and the rudeness that I did. You can watch your daughter sing for you. Most horses got reincarnated to a horse girl. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. In honor of Juice and Rice Shower. It's baby. A little prayer. That's her song. A little prayer. That you'll be happy. Why you gotta tell me that I'm the baby? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, Juice. I offered this song, a skip song. So maybe because I just like the song. I mean, it's up to you. Tiny goth baby, yeah. You skip everything? I also skip a lot of things. You know, we did in the racetrack. I was catch up, yeah, but. Yeah, there's always that horse on the track that's gonna catch you. But look, Juice, she's not gonna cry anymore. She's not gonna cry anymore. She'll do it for you. She'd do it for her onesans and her onisans. And her non-binary sans. She gonna be like, I get top one. I want to squeeze her in a hug. I'm not gonna lie, Juice. That is not the rudest way someone has found out about Rice Shower's journey. Somebody wanted to send, we'll just say, you know how earlier people were talking about sending grass to their favorite horses that are still with us? Someone also wanted to send grass to Rice Shower. And people didn't want to tell them. How many SSR have I got? I got quite a few, actually, but not a whole lot. I'm sorry, Juice. I didn't mean to. I can check how many SSRs I have. After I finish all this. We need to really use your credit card. So no, I can't. I don't have a job. Well, okay, I recently got a job, but like, I can't use my new job money because I didn't get paid yet. Like, look, I know my boss is aware that I play horse. Damn it! I know my boss is aware that I play horse girl games. And I'm horribly addicted, have a crippling addiction to this game. But like I need to earn my money first before I go. Like, boss, can you give me money so I could spend it on the racetracks? I think you'll be like, Jesus Christ, Munii, like, you have a problem. I'm gonna send you to a Gamblers Anonymous, a gacha game anonymous. Can I have an Xbox Matter so I can gamble it all? I'm not technically gambling if I win, and that's how I'll phrase it to him. It's not gambling if I'm a winner.
番手は6番すぐに続いて AM オペラ王成田ブライアン4番手メジロマックイーン続いている内から3番5番追走外で11番それを見るようにスペシャルウィーク第4コーナーカーブ先頭は変わらずマヤのトップが続きました AM オペラ王その外並んで成田ブライアン少し離れて6番5番手にメジロマックイーンそしてそのうち3番さらには5番大きく離れてゴールドチップ少し後ろから11番さらにスペシャルウィーク1馬身離れて1番1周目の直線スタンドの大歓声に迎えられながら馬娘たちが走り抜けるマヤのトップガン先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか
マヤのトップガン彼女の客室には合っていますね、
順位を振り返っていきます先頭は依然マヤのトップガン2馬身リード続いて成田ブライアンその内並んで6番1コーナーからそして2コーナーへ向かっ
Let's
てい
see.
きます
Do you think we're gonna make it? Sorry, I got sidetracked because I got messaged. I saw TikTok the difference between generations and their horse races, and Dad was watching actual races, and his son was watching anime girl. Yeah, I saw that TikTok too. You put money in, and you can't take out. You already lose at this point. It's not losing if you win. It's worth it. I actually try not to put too much money in my. I don't think she's gonna make it, quite honestly. I have very little faith in her at the moment because look at how much she's falling behind. Yeah, because look at those two. Unless even with her special, I'm not even sure if she can make it. She's really gonna have to book it. Sell the horse and put all in the game or the house. I wish I had a house. I actually have to save money for. Oh, maybe she can make it. Maybe she can make it. No, she can't make it. No. No. This was a bad run. Nope. We're gonna end your career. She's such a cutie, honestly, but you know, it is what it is. Bart still needs to get a puppy. You need some money for a new puppy, and Bart needs to get us a puppy. Puppies. Maybe do McQueen. I don't have a McQueen actually, so I'll show you guys my account so far. Yeah, you better be sorry. Okay. So, time to show you guys my account. If you don't know, I play on the phone. I also play on my phone too when I'm not on the PC because it's more convenient. Because I'm not always on my PC. I try not to always be on my PC, that is. You just got Taiki Shuttle? Nice! America. America is great. According to that horse. I like calling that horse America and freedom. Mostly because like when Barb played her, we joked around that she represents America and freedom. And freedom wins whenever you play. She's also a very cowboy hit, which is ironic because she's a horse. Is it truly ironic? M4 represent America? Does it? Okay. So let's go to my trainees. So I got I got Ogre Cap. I bought Ogre Cap with my freebie ticket. On my first pull ever, on the TM Opera. On the TM Opera banner, I got TM Opera and Taiki Shuttle, both on the same pull. So that was extremely lucky for my first one. And then for my for one of my freebie trainee pulls, I actually managed to get Rice Shower, I believe. And then for my random 3-star, I happened to get Symboli Rudolph. And for my first pull on the Mihono Bourbon banner, I actually happened to get her. So I was very lucky for all these horses. Like, these are like all completely lucky except for Oguri Cap. There was not pity. Did you train Bourbon? Rachel always chasing my ass, listener, so many times. I'm trying my best with Mihono Bourbon. Mihono Bourbon. Okay, so Symboli Rudolph, pretty simple to train. In all honesty, I actually have had the most success with Symboli Rudolph, if I had to be completely honest. Taiki Shuttle was probably my first 3-star URA winner. Symboli Rudolph was second. And then I think it was like TM Opera and Oguri Cap were kind of like, these two were like up for debate on which was to be the next one to win. I finally got around to training Mihono Bourbon correctly, and I found what best works for her is if you give her a lot of skills. But that's just me personally in terms of how it worked for me. I don't quite get the clear exchange system. Do you mean... Oh, whoops. Well, we'll just finish this so I get more gems. Which clear system? Do you mean like some of the special missions? What do I need to do? Oh, I still haven't done the Yasuda Kaiken in career. Not Cleat? The Cleat exchange? Oh, this? How do you get the cleats? I forget. Normally obtained through converting SR support cards and support cards. Oh, okay, so in order to get them, basically after a certain point, you notice because you have to uncap all these cards, right? Look at all these cards you have to uncap, right? So after a certain point, you're gonna, after you pull so many support cards, you can't uncap them anymore. So they're gonna go into your storage. This is where you're going to convert the cleats. Or this is how you get the cleats. It's because we're so early in the game, unless you're pulling so many support cards to the point where you have spare support cards. Yeah. I guess technically, like, you know, it's like, do you hide cards needed to uncap? It's like, you know, it's up for debate on how you want to play the game, but like, you know, personally for me, I haven't played long enough in order to need it, well, in order to use it. But in the future, that's what it's going to be for, because like eventually you're going to be uncapping all these cards in theory, right? Even for collector's sake, you would be uncapping them all. Like, and so that's where all those extra cards will go, because what's the point of having them, right? I don't like, let's see. Try training Special Week as she's a horror. I see the name of, oh, you mean that it was hard training Special Week. I don't Special Week because she's hard to train. I heard that she's that she's supposed to be beginner friendly though. That's interesting. I didn't know that. But yeah. Oh wait, I didn't really show you guys my cards, did I? Okay. In terms of cards. So, support cards. Just know for two of these cards, she needs so many stats. I see. Okay, so these two are free. If you're early in the game, and you're not playing the story, these two are the free cards you get, and they're pretty good if you need them. This one's also a free card if you don't have the Urara's day off where you can get it. You go to the shop, and friendship exchange. That's where you get this card for free. Apparently, it's a pretty good training card from what I've heard. I haven't used it that often, so I don't really know because I'm not good at the game. Okay, this is probably a better view of them. Again, these two are freebie cards. I got the special week SSR, the Sun Suzuka special card, Saiyan Sky special card, and the winning ticket special card.
Drink water,
and just
you
recently,
dehydrated.
thank you for the reminder to hydrate. Got to go eat, see something. So yeah, thank you for dropping by, Robbie. I really appreciate it. And just recently got Kita-san Black, the most elusive card. Because it's argued that it's one of the most popular card. Now, the reason why it's the most popular and argued to be one of the best cards to get, when it's fully maxed out, right here is for a variety of reasons. I am not going to try to uncap it completely because I'm just going to borrow that card, to be completely honest. However, that also means that the result of me not fully uncapping it right now means I miss out on swinging Maestro. And that is something I have to live with. I do think that probably this card, it's best used for front runners, but I've been told. But I don't know enough about the game. Like, there are several, like, Unosusume players that I've been following on the side. So, like, I'm kind of following a lot of their advice. But they did say that it's worth it to pull, not necessarily for the SR cards. Because apparently the SR cards that you pull and fully uncap probably are going to save your buns a lot more than the SR cards in the end. So do not be disheartened if you do not actually achieve fully uncapping Kita-san Black, for anybody that's like very upset they're not getting it at the moment. Which pair was it before Kita and Fine Motion? Do you mean in terms... Oh, so Super Creek. It was Fine Motion and Super Creek were the two cards that were considered meta until Kita-san Black comes out. I don't think anybody fully broke. It's very rare to see someone break. Actually, I shouldn't say that no one has. The Whales did fully break Super Creek and Fine Motion. I have seen it. However, I think a lot of people got like one or two of them, and because a lot of people were holding out for, especially the free players, were holding out for Kita-san Black. Now, just getting one card is fine because there will be methods to uncap this card in the future, which is why I only want to get one. I can patiently wait it out. This is the strategy that I've heard other people, especially the free-to-play players. Also, the Kita-san Black card will come back in the future, so do not feel the immense pressure to waste all your gems if that is not how you want to play the game, because for some people, you need to save the money for your other waifus, right? How I'm playing the game is just how I play the game. I can't really give any recommendations. I do know in my Discord, I do try to share a lot of the YouTubers that I like and the people who are giving like tips on how to play the game. Because again, I'm not very good at the game. Probably not the best person to refer to when playing this game. I just have very good luck in terms of getting certain cards and characters that I enjoy. I didn't really care too much about getting Super Creek or the other card, to be completely honest, because I could just borrow them. But for anybody that has not figured out how to borrow cards from higher players, again, I'm going to show this. I showed this last time, and I'm going to show it again. Click the info button over here and follow any of the really good players here, if they have availability. If they have availability, look at like what they have. Let's look at this person like really quick, right? Oh, they have all A's, right? Oh, I can follow them. And what do they have? They have a fully uncapped Kita-san Black. You're probably going to see a lot of people have this, quite honestly. So to a certain extent, do you have to have somebody who is do you have to really get an uncapped Kita-san Black? No, especially if you're going to keep the guest slot open anyways. But by having but you can have options, right? It's good to have options. I'm going to tell you right now, I would probably follow at least one person who has it, but you're probably, if you follow like a meta player, you're probably going to find someone who has it at the end of the day, right? Like, for me, I could like follow them right now, but the most part, I'm probably going to follow for this, probably more for their horse than I'm going to follow for the Kita-san Black, right? But that's the power of following, honestly. Anybody within the top 100, quite honestly, just follow them. Follow them for the horses, for all I know, right? Or for all I care. Because, you know, you're trying to utilize their skills and abilities and the fact that they're willing to wail on this game to be #1. And you're trying to benefit off of them. And that's how the best play this game as a free-to-play player. From my understanding. But I'm assuming not everybody's trying to be the meta player. In which case, like, again, play this game how you want to play it. Don't stress yourself out to try to get like the best cards for every single pull, right? I will say that the Kita-san Black card allegedly is like the card to use that's still used to this day, and that's why a lot of people say that you should grab it when you can. But it's really up to you how you want to play the game at the end of the day. But yeah. Let me just see something real quick. But yeah, I got really lucky with my poll, quite honestly, but I think a lot of people are going to be like polling for Kita-san Black today if they haven't gotten it. I do wish everybody luck in pulling that card. I just happen to be very lucky in terms of getting it, and I hope to share that luck with everybody. Let's see who, but I was gonna say, that being said, I do think it's the time for me to say goodnight and goodbye to everybody, because it is getting quite late. I have some things I need to do tomorrow, but I hope everyone has. I found someone I want to raid. We'll raid this friend. But I hope everyone has a good day, a good morning, or a good afternoon, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.